Good evening and welcome to the news today. In the wake of two deadly attacks perpetrated by Jewish extremists over the last few weeks, one on the West Bank and another on the Jerusalem Gay Pride Parade, the debate over Jewish terror has stepped up in Israel, and a crackdown has as well. The Israeli Internal Security Service, the Shin Bet, and Israeli police carried out a sweep of arrests and raids this morning on settlement outposts. Correspondent Shai and Mael Benoliel have more.
Israeli police and agents of the Shin Bet, Israel's internal security service, conducted a series of raids on illegal settlement outposts in the West Bank in the early hours of Sunday morning. The targets were young Jewish men suspected of being involved in what has been described by Israeli leaders as a network of Jewish terrorism. 7 homes were searched in the outpost known as Adayad, near the Palestinian village of Duma, where a house was torched in an arson attack 9 days ago, which led to the deaths of a Palestinian toddler and his father. This man, who was among those detained, told I-24 News of his thoughts on the arson attack.
Of course it was revenge, of course, there's no doubt whatsoever. It's not a matter of killing them because they belong to a certain race or because we hate them. But all this happens in order to deter the Arabs.
2 arrests were made in Adayad and at least 7 more in the Baladim outpost. Members of the settler community say the actual number of arrests was much higher. In any case, most of the detained had been released by Sunday afternoon, leading some to hint that authorities were only looking to keep up appearances of a crackdown.
When Joshua conquered the land of Israel, and it shocks me when I read it, he killed the women and children too. And it's not good that I'm shocked, because if that's what he said, then that's what you're supposed to do.
Meanwhile, the Israeli Defense Minister, Moshe Ya'alon, officially signed warrants for the administrative detention of 2 Jewish extremists held since last week, 24-year-old Meir Ettinger and 23-year-old Aviatar Slonim. The 2 are part of a radical movement known as the Rebellion, which aims, through a campaign of terror and subterfuge, to overthrow the Israeli government and replace it with a monarchical system based on Jewish law. Their administrative detention had been authorized already last week by the Attorney General, and it may see them spend the next 6 months in prison without trial. 370 Palestinians are currently held by Israel under the same procedure, which has often exposed the Jewish state to international criticism. Sunday, however, also saw concern conveyed by representatives of the Vatican, who called for charges to be brought against Benzi Gopstein, the head of the extremist organization known as Lehava, Flame in Hebrew, after he was recorded expressing support for the burning of churches in the Holy Land. For now, he remains a free man.